Did you know that 16.5% of 16 to 24 year olds, that's 16 to 24 year olds, use illicit drugs? Normally, obviously, without their parents' knowledge of anything at all of that nature going on. Now, I started using drugs at the age of 14, 15 when I was at school, and it didn't end well for me. There's over 5,500 deaths due to illicit drugs in this country each and every year. That is on the rise. You've probably all seen the news reports recently of these youngsters overdosing on ketamine, dying from ketamine. Now, a few years ago, when I was in the first rehabs that I went to, ketamine wasn't a thing. The last rehab I was in, people were coming in towards the end of it on a daily basis. You know, ketamine use is on the rise in the UK. It's a really, really hideous drug. It seems to be used by youngsters more and more, which is why I find it so important that I get this schools project up and running, guys. With your help, with your donations into the travel fund, I can get out to schools very soon. I've been looking at some statistics today while I was on the train to Harrogate, and it is frighteningly shocking. It really is frightening stuff. Youngsters are out using drugs. I ended up living and using in places like this. That's why I've come here. It's why I walk around here to show you. Look, it's the back of a container. There's bins here. Yeah, there would be needles on the floor where I used to be. I never injected myself, but other drug users use places like this. Okay, they'll sneak out of sight. You wouldn't even know they were here, and potentially they could be lying here dead if they overdose for days on end without anybody finding them. They always find, or I always used to find, little cubbies, little holes, little nooks, anywhere out of the public view, anywhere I could hide, anywhere I could use my drugs. And youngsters, unfortunately, they find these places as like a cool hangout. They see it as cool. It's really not cool. So guys, please donate whatever you can to the travel fund. In the next few days, I've got a website coming up that's going to be ready in the next few weeks, and we're going to be pushing into schools, but I really need this fund to come up a bit, so as I can afford, or we can afford, to travel into the schools and give these talks to potentially your children and save some lives. Please guys, help me save some lives. Out of 11,000 followers, that's 20p each. If you all donate 20p to the fund, we'll be there.